What we now know as government is actually the product of a social contract among and between the people. This is because the people wisely decided that instead of individuals governing themselves by providing their own security, roads, healthcare, etc., it is better to establish an agency that will do it on behalf of all. This is the origin of government. It is agreed also that for the government to be able to perform its functions, it must be supported by all the human elements within its territory. This support will be in form of tax, obedience to the law, and participation in its activities. Individuals who fail in any of these responsibilities will face sanctions. Indeed, in the past, payment of taxes is compulsory. In the pre-colonial era, it was compulsory to pay tax to the king. Everyone working on land must return a percentage of his or harvest to the king. When the monarchical situation gave way to the colonial government as the basis of state legality, every adult male was required to pay a poll tax, irrespective of his employment status. It then became part of our saying that tax is compulsory, the way a wrapper or cover cloth is needed at night in a cold weather. Dandan lowori, tulasi, lashobura. At any rate, taxmen were prowling in the cities, towns, and villages, eager to pounce on tax defaulters. Then a man was not deemed to be one who could not proudly display his tax receipt and for whom no parent will give his daughter. However, the military came and also the oil boom. The country became awash with petrol dollars. States were created without recourse to their sustainability. All they need to do every month is to wait for allocation from the Federation account to be able to pay staff salaries and pensions, run the government, and carry out development projects. Regrettably, in order to acquire dubious legitimacy, the military abandoned tax collection from the citizens. This is a grave error on two counts. One, allocation from the Federation is a legacy inheritance. It should not be the basis for running government or paying wages and pensions. This should come from what the government is able to generate by itself. Rather, allocation from the Federation account should be dedicated to specific legacy projects and monuments like mass housing, high-end investments, infrastructure in education, transportation, etc. Secondly, by not generating the revenue with which to run the government and pay salaries and wages, the state and people and the society are underdeveloped and shortchanged. It is from productive activities within the state where jobs will have created the real income should have been earned and from which the government will have exacted taxes and other revenues. Tragically, starting from the late 2014, on account of oil theft and falling oil prices, allocation from the Federation account began a precipitous fall, making it difficult for all tiers of government in the Federation and not Osun alone to be able to pay salaries and pensions. A temporary but ingenious way out is the modulated salary scheme the state government embarked upon, in which levels 1 to 7, the most vulnerable workers group, which make up 67% of the workforce, got paid 100% of their salaries. Levels 8 to 11, which constitute 25% of the workers, got paid 75%, while levels 12 above, the top heavy, with which about 8%, got paid 50%. This is a stopgap, temporary measure agreed with the workers to keep the state running and to put food on their tables. This is not the way we wished. Workers deserve their full wages and we must do everything possible to return to normalcy. However, to be able to fulfill obligations to all the workers at full rate, the state government needs 3.6 billion naira every month. Our monthly average income from the Federation account is less than 1 billion naira. Here is the deal. From Osun's over 4 billion population, if at least 1 million taxable adults can pay a tax of 250 naira for 20 days in a month, this will pull the total sum of 5 billion naira in a month. This is sufficient to pay full salary to all the workers, run government, and carry out development programs. Other alternatives are, if just 500,000 citizens can pay a tax of 500 naira every day for 20 days in a month, or if 2 million citizens can pay 125 naira every day for 20 days in a month, we will still arrive at the same 5 billion naira every month. The people and residents of Osun, traders, professional groups, artisans, transporters, commercial motorcyclists, traditional rulers, community leaders, religious leaders, employers, employees, non-governmental organizations and other groups are therefore enjoined to cooperate with the government on this revenue drive by doing their own duty and also mobilize their members to do the same. Please stand up to be counted among the patriots.